So in this video, I'm gonna break down the millionaire media diet that's made me a six-figure earner quickly and really pretty much just changed the way I think about a whole lot of things and also really have helped me apply myself in my industry. But if we haven't met yet, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brennan and I'm the founder of About It Co., which is a social media marketing and ads agency that helps online brands build their foundational strategies to grow, but also applies those foundational strategies to ads on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, so that way people can grow their revenue as well as their profit quickly and efficiently, and most of all, consistently. So if at any point you're done watching the free content and you want to get down to business, let me know by clicking on the calendar link in the description below where you can book a free one-on-one call with me, and we'll talk directly about where your business is at, where you want it to be, how to close that gap efficiently, and if it makes sense for us to work together, we'll go ahead and discuss what that looks like. If not, we can point you in the right direction and maybe even connect you with some people that can be of better service to you, because it's all about providing value with this channel. So that's what we're here to do, and that's my way of doing it. But if that's not you, and if you're not ready to invest in your business and free content is what's gonna work for you, no worries, there's lots of value in this content that's on here specifically for you. So if that's you, go ahead, pull up a chair, get your notebook out, take some notes, and write down all the value that we got for you, because we got a good one for you today. All right, that said, let's get into the video. So as I mentioned, you are what you consume, right? Media is huge. There's so many negative things in media today. And this is one of the things that I love about social media. Like, I know people that worked in news. I know people, I used to be in the entertainment industry myself, and knowing how many gatekeepers are, what information, people control, they get pushed out or not get told about at all. Like, all that stuff gets filtered through so many people, and there are these different weird agendas. But with social media and like YouTube like this, like, you have the opportunity to participate in liberated media where you can create your own space and really own it. Or, allow yourself to jump into somebody else's space that they've owned that has values that are in line with yours as well. So with this, and today I want to share with you the 5 podcasts that actually helped me rewire my brain to where I could be more of a six-figure earner and potentially millionaire at some point. And hopefully one day I can catch that B and get that billionaire and really match my name, right? So with that, I'm going to share that with you today, because what you consume and who you spend time with and the energy that you allow yourself to be around, not just physically, but in media as well, is really gonna determine where you end up in life. So let's go into podcast number 1, which is my absolute favorite, and you probably already know this, which is Gary Vee's audio experience. Now, a lot of it's snippets cut from his talks, and if you listen to him enough, yeah, they might circle around the same thing, put out content. Kindness is cool in business, and accepting who you are. But that's all the stuff that I love about this newer wave of business. When I grew up thinking about entrepreneurs, I thought shrewd businessmen that were like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons and had no compassion, no heart. But Gary Vee is definitely one of those people that's really changing things, or at least bringing light to a lot of us that aren't in those executive boardrooms and CEO high penthouse chairman meetings in New York and stuff like that. He's really pulling back the curtain and letting us know that, oh, it's totally cool to be compassionate. It's all right, and actually it's preferred. It's actually better that you do it that way, because not only will your employees work better for you, but you'll just have a better connection with everyone that you do business with, and make a free and open environment for you to business with, and also just get creative and just try things and not be afraid to fail, because failure is a part of business. And you never really fail. You actually learn if you allow yourself to. So Gary Vee is one of the people that really opened that up for me, on top of saying, hey, make a million pieces of content every day, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here on this YouTube channel, splicing it up and dicing it up into different pieces. So if you want to support the channel, if you want to support me, if you want to support Gary, support the people that he's inspiring, like your boy. All right. Next we have a really cool podcast that I personally listen to when I'm on the treadmill, when I'm going on walks, doing some endurance running and stuff like that, which is Impact Theory by Tom Below. He is a serial entrepreneur, and he's not only changed his life around, but he's built a huge network of other people that go onto his podcast that have changed their lives around as well. And it's really cool because not only is Tom a really good interviewer, but he also surrounds himself with people that have all this valuable information that seemingly came up from nothing, just like regular people that now are just making huge impacts in the world and in their lives. And he knows how to really extract that information through the right questions and like form a really good connection to where you feel like you're just sitting in someone's living room candidly talking about how someone shifted their life into something way bigger and way more important. And that's one of the best things that I love about Impact Theory. He's got amazing guests, but also just not only the value, but just like the feeling that you get after listening to one of his interviews is really awesome. Like every time I'm running and listening to this stuff, I feel like I can go like 10 more miles and just like get it, because like that's what it's about. It's just getting more and more out of yourself, pushing yourself that extra 10, 20, 50%, and just growing and going all in on you, your vision, and your life, which is what I'm all about, helping people go all in on themselves, in turn their business, so that way they can live the life that they want. And that's a podcast that really speaks to me directly. All right, next for me, I have Bedros Coolians Empire podcast. Now, I first found him when I was just on YouTube on a long drive home, and I found a video that says, lessons I wish I learned before I turned 40. And I listened to it, and I was like, man, like these are real strong, solid values. Like you can tell this guy, he started off in one way and really took the time to build himself up brick by brick to where he is now, like a multi-millionaire, has an amazing business, multiple businesses, and does speaking engagements, and also his podcast invites people on there that not only are successful people, but also there's some people that have really, never saw a future for themselves in the industries that they've made a space for themselves in. People that are ex-convicts, military people that didn't see a future for themselves until they figured out a way to channel their energy into business or something that's productive. And I really love some of the values that he has as well. It's just like a man and representing masculinity in a healthy way, and understanding that faith, finances, family, and fitness are like some of the 4 key pillars to living a good life. And taking advice from somebody like that also is from Southern California. Well, I believe he's an immigrant, but moved to Southern California, just makes that connection a little bit stronger. And he's a super cool dude. I actually reached out to him on Instagram one time, and he hit me back with a voice message, which was pretty crazy. So that was really awesome. So that he's like a genuine guy, and I know firsthand from the message he sent me, he's really dope. So that's another reason why I love Bedros and his podcast, with it being super valuable, along with the helps of Craig Ballantyne as well, one of his business partners. So this one's huge because I don't know if you guys know who Eric Thomas is, but he is the hip hop preacher, motivational speaker, works with NFL, lots of sports people, and has a crazy story, homeless, eating out of trash cans, dropped out of high school, but now is Dr. Eric Thomas, got a PhD, and he's got so many good sayings, so many good quotes, and a lot of it comes from the Bible, but also it's related and translated into a way where even if you're not Christian, even if you're not a religious person, it'll hit you different and really teach you a lot of these values that you may not have heard of before if you don't read the Bible, and also applying them to just a lot of situations to where you want to get more out of yourself. But not only that, also be a respectable man in a marriage, be a respectable father, understanding other people's social dynamics and learning how to navigate through that, so that way you and everyone around you can be put in the best position you possibly can. And just listening to that really helped me shape the way I perceive specific situations, perceive relationships that I have with friends, family, parents, significant others, and things like that. So it really helped me man up. And he has that one famous quote, or you don't want success as bad as you want to breathe. You don't want success until you want it as bad as you want to breathe, which, I think that's the one that really put him on top. And understanding that mentality, and if you're really into, some kind of motivational speaking, and basically something, for me, at least I used it to help me get out of bed. I listen to it after I do my journaling in the morning on the way to the gym, and it gets me hyped up. So if that's something that you want in your life, extra motivation, understanding life lessons, and the conversations circling those topics, his podcast, Secrets to Success, top notch. All right, and then next, what we have is a social media podcast, because I'm in social media marketing and advertising, so this wouldn't be complete without the person that really helped me organize my thoughts around this through his podcast, which is Social Media Examiner by Michael Stelzner. He has Social Media Marketing World, I think, which is a convention in San Diego, and that's where I'm actually based out of right now. So it's really cool knowing that someone in this town is doing really big things, but also connecting with other big people in social media And kind of like listening to his stuff really helped me shape my mind into thinking more about how to, I guess, manipulate the platform to help people market their businesses instead of just, thinking of influencers as people that walk around in bikinis all day. Which, hey, if that's the way you influence, cool, but there's also more to it than that. And there's more types of influencers out there. So he's one of those people that really helped me get into the nitty gritty of the technicals based off of his guests, based off of the different tools that he actually features on his podcast, and also the different speaking engagements and videos that I've actually seen from YouTube and things like that. So those are the top 5 things that really helped me out, shape the way I think, from Gary's perspective on accepting yourself and inserting kindness and compassion and self-acceptance into business. Tom's discussions around just like being better and really pushing yourself and making an impact and sharing those conversations with other people that are focused on making an impact. And then Bedros is just like, I guess the best way I can sum it up is like healthy representation of masculinity and being a good businessman and prioritizing the right things regardless of what your past had in store for you, and really getting yourself on a mission and getting other people along with it. Secret to Success by E.T. I mean, he's the #1 motivational speaker in the world, so how can you not say yes to that? So even if you're looking at snippets on YouTube or listening to his podcast, like, you're gonna get some good out of it, and you're definitely gonna want to set the world on fire in a good way once you're done listening to it. And of course, if you work in social media marketing, like, there's no way you don't know about the Social Media Examiner by Michael Stelzner. It's legit. It's my #1 social media podcast and has really helped me get further along into not only the verbiage, but also just understanding how social media works, not just as a tool, but as a business as well. So with all that said, those are the things that really helped shape my multi-million-dollar, or not yet multi-million-dollar, but shape my millionaire media diet. Because as I said, you are what you consume, and if you consume good energy, if you consume good business practice, motivating things, things that help you in your profession, things that help you in your faith, that build your family, your finances, all that stuff, like what is there that's going to stop you? So you might not have to take these as your top 5, but build out your media diet. Build out the things, be intentional with what you consume. Write down on a list of paper the people that you hang out with that might not actually be good to hang out with you, or the people that really help you push yourself in the right direction, that help you get at least 1% better every day, and really be intentional with that, and cut the fat. Like, it sounds cruel sometimes when we're talking about cutting off friends, but if we know that they're not helping us get to where we want to be, and if we don't realistically see them in our life's vision, we're only doing ourselves a disservice by cheating ourselves of the potential that we have. So that said, that was pretty much my bit today. So get yourself a good, solid media diet. Cut yourself off from news that isn't in line with your values, things that are pushing agendas down that are out of your control, that really don't have anything to do with you, nor can you control. And really just focus on what you can control, what's going to get you closer to your end goal, and help you live a happier life by going all in yourself and your business. All right. So with that said, if you liked today's video, go ahead, hit the like button. If you want me to unpack anything else, if you have any more questions on anything, reach down in the comments, let me know in there. And of course, hit the subscribe button, because when I make a new video, you'll be the first to know. And last but not least, if you're serious about growing your business, or even want to talk more about building out your millionaire media diet, feel free to book in a one-on-one call with me using the calendar link in the video description below, and we'll discuss business, media, even how to surround yourself with the right people, if that is the case. And if it makes sense for us to actually work together, we can go ahead and discuss that, but if not, no worries. I'll go ahead and point you in the right direction wherever I can. That said, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.